Hello everyone, welcome to Sujitra's online reading channel. Today is the final episode of the Sri Krishna series. Happy listening. The earrings restored. When Narakasura came to know about Moor's and his son's death, he got furious. He called his army chief and said to him, Krishna has killed Moor and his sons. Command the army to get ready for the battle. Let us finish that impudent Yadav. Soon, sitting on his huge elephant and with his hordes all around, Narakasura reached the battlefield. Garuda attacked the elephants with its beak. The terrorized elephants fled away from the battlefield. When Naraka saw this, he grew livid. He roared at Garuda, You vile bird, now you can't escape my powerful weapon. Get ready to die. Saying so, Narakasura hurled the weapon at Garuda. But to his astonishment, the weapon did not affect Garuda at all. Naraka took his huge mace and was about to hurl it at Krishna when he heard a whirring sound. He looked up and saw Krishna's Sudarshan flying towards him. The discus separated Narakasura's head from his torso and he fell dead. The gods in the heaven were very pleased to see this. They showered flowers upon Krishna. Just then Krishna saw Earth Goddess approaching him with a young Asura. Following them were some Asuras with Aditi's earrings and Varuna's canopy. Placing the stolen articles at Krishna's feet, Earth Goddess said to Krishna, Lord, Naraka is fortunate to die at your hands. This is Bhagadat, Naraka's son. Please have pity on him and spare him. Krishna at this smiled and said, Don't worry, Earth Goddess. Now Bhagadat would be enthroned at his father's throne. Bhagadat, remember that you are like father to your subjects, so always care for them and show them your concern. Always have love and respect for your subjects. After that, Krishna entered the palace with Bhagadat. Thereon, seeing Krishna, the 1600 damsels captured by Naraka started pleading with Krishna to release them from the captivity. Krishna said to Bhagadat, Send these damsels to Dwaraka properly. Next, Krishna visited Naraka's stables where he saw 4 tusked descendants of Airavat. He ordered Bhagadat to return those elephants to Indra. Krishna said to Satyabhama, Dear, let us now pay a visit to Mother Aditi. She will be delighted to have her earrings back. We shall also give Varun his celestial canopy back. Saying so, Krishna and Satyabhama rode on Garuda and flew towards Amravati to return the stolen goods. Krishna was a close friend of Pandavas. The enmity between the Kauravas and the Pandavas had come to its saturation point. The result was the Mahabharata war, which was the longest war in the Indian history. The war started in a dramatic manner. Arjuna, sitting on his chariot, when saw his own brothers and relatives as his enemy, felt disheartened. His heart sank to think that he would have to fight and kill his relations in order to win the war. Arjuna kept his bow and quiver aside and expressed his doubts to Krishna. Seeing Arjuna in low spirits, Krishna delivered the sermon of Karma Yoga to him to rouse his spirits. This sermon delivered by Krishna is known as the Bhagavad Gita or the Song of the Lord. After the sermon, Arjuna thanked Krishna for his sermon that helped dispel his sorrow and remove every doubt that had gripped his mind. He got ready to fight like a true warrior. After 18 days of bloodshed, the Mahabharata war ended with the end of all the Kauravas and their allies. At the end, Duryodhana was killed by Yudhishthira was made the king of Hastinapuram. Krishna returned to Dwaraka and spent many years there with the Yadavas. Gradually, the Yadavas grew arrogant and wicked. They began to insult the sages. They began to think that they had unparalleled strength and that no one could defeat them. Once they went to a holy place called Prabhas. They enjoyed themselves and also drank heavily. They began to quarrel among themselves. They drew out their swords. Krishna watched them and thought that they were going to become a menace to people and that they were inviting their own destruction. Later that day, Balarama went to Krishna and discussed about the Yadavas. He said, I am aggrieved to see the condition of the Yadavas. I cannot tolerate anymore. I no longer want to live in this materialistic world. I have decided to leave this body tomorrow at the dawn and return to my abode. Next morning, by the virtue of his yoga balam, Balarama left this world. True, the Yadavas were all Krishna's relatives and he had grown up midst them, but Krishna, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, had no attachment which could bind him to the earth. The only motive behind his incarnation on the earth was the protection of peace and dharma. Krishna thought that the Yadavas should perish in their internal quarrels. He made no attempt to save them. They fought among themselves and almost all the Yadavas lay dead. The mission of Krishna's life had been achieved, the evils were destroyed and the good protected. Krishna decided to leave the world. He went to a forest and sat down under a tree. He was soon engrossed in deep meditation and forgot the rest of the world. A hunter came that way. He saw Krishna's foot from a distance and mistook it for an eye of a deer. He shot an arrow. The arrow entered Krishna's foot. The hunter ran to the spot and saw what had happened. He was shocked. He fell at Krishna's feet and sought for his forgiveness. Krishna comforted him and left the world. Krishna went to his abode Vaikunta, but in reality he is omnipresent and is always present in everything in this world. Krishna teaches in various parts of the Vedic literature, including large sections of the Srimad Bhagavatam. The most famous collection of his words is the classic Bhagavad Gita, a refined treatise on great philosophical topics. That's all for today. The episode ends here. Krishna leaves the avatarhood. Hope you all enjoyed the Krishna series. Thank you. Bye bye. This is Sujitra.